Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today and for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. We're into the final countdown now, and today I have got a lovely gift for you. This is a little box that holds 12 tea lights, and these are standard sized tea lights, the ones that you could get from your supermarket or from IKEA, somewhere like this. And it's actually a remake of a project from 2014, so years and years and years ago. And this one has got mistletoe on it. So I'm using the Mistletoe Magic stamp set. There are dies with it, I believe, but I don't seem to have those. But anyway, it doesn't matter because I'm doing random stamping. So this was mint macaron with shaded spruce. I've pulled out soft sea foam. Don't know that I've ever used soft sea foam before with a green over the top, but we're going to put a green over the top. We're going to go garden green this time. Garden green over the top. And I'm going to get my big sprig. And actually, I don't think that's a good thing to stamp on. I might just get... Oops, just dropping stuff on the floor. A badly ripped sheet of grid paper. So, I've got myself in a mess. No, I've got my mistletoe. And I'm just picking it up. So, garden green. And it's just random stamping all over. I like to do this sort of thing. Just randomly stamp all over the place. And get the odd end of your mistletoe in there as well. Doesn't always have to be just about the main bit. Just put my hand in that, for goodness sake. A little bit left to finish off the edges. And a bit around here. Most of this is going to get folded and hidden away, but attention to detail and all that. I forgot to tell you the size of the piece of cardstock, didn't I? I forgot to tell you how the size of this. So this finishes up at 1.5 inches deep, 3¼ by 3¼ which is 8 by 8 by 4 centimetres. And this bit of cardstock that you need, 9¾ by 6 1/8 of an inch, or 25 by 16 centimetres. And that's what you're going to stamp all over. Okay, so let me get a scoring tool. So on the long side, score it, just position that way you can see it, at 1/2 inch. I've lost my measurements. 1/2 inch, 3 5/8, 5 1/8, and 8 1/4, and that's all in inches, which in metric is 4, 12, 16 and 24, much easier in metric. And on the short side, score it at 1.5 and 4 5/8, which in metric is 4 and 12. Okay, so let's get this burnished up. So the box is actually only sealed on the end, which I've lost. It's only sealed there. It's actually open these two sides. Partly why I've got that lovely twine on it. But also so somebody, if they're, if you're giving them candles, they're not going to trash everything. Right, giant pair of scissors. So when you hold it this way around, you've got a thin area here. This is what I'm going to put tape along this bit. So I need to get rid of that rectangle there and the one opposite it. Okay, and then like all of my boxes, cut straight on the rectangle and wedge into your square. I'm going to do that all the way around, and when I've done it, I'm going to hover it so you can see what I've done. Okay, so I've wedged in the squares, so I'm just going to repeat the same along here. So like I say, this is good for 12 candles, and the supermarket ones The supermarket ones, to be fair, are pretty good all year round. You can get just about any fragrance, but obviously at Christmas time you're going to get nice festive fragrances. Right, so when I fold it over, this here is going to stick to there, which tells me that is going to be my top. So that's where I'm going to put my white chalk marker. So I've got my little pot, in my Heidi pot. Thank you, Heidi, on my team, who gave me that. And I'm going to get my chalk marker, and I'm just going to pick up, or pick out, I should say, the mistletoe berries. And it's not showing up as well on here. So definitely use a darker colour cardstock. I'm coming down onto the sides because you can actually see these sides. Yeah, not showing. Not showing very well at all. Did not think that one through. You're gonna have to trust me, but you can keep going over it to, you know, get the mistletoe fully showing, or a brighter white. But yeah, definitely you can see it much better even on the mint macaron. But yeah, just a little too pale, I think, the soft sea foam, although I do quite like the effect. Let me see if I can go over it anymore. I can. I wonder if a white, let's see what happens if I use a white watercolour pencil. Yeah, no, it's definitely the chalk marker you want. And yeah, actually, you know what, the more I'm going over it, the brighter the white is coming out. Well, it certainly is to me. It's perhaps not translating all that well on camera. So we're not going to worry any further. But what I could do, lane swerve, and I didn't do it on my original. When I get my wink of Stella, I might be able to bleed some of that green around. I can. So there's green ink, and obviously it's garden green, so it's dark-ish. Can you see that? Probably also not translating on camera. So I can make that green move around. I wonder what will happen. What did I do with that? What did I do with the green ink? Where did I just put that? Oh, it's here. It was tipped off at one angle. So you could make a little paint palette and pick up a little, I had to pick up the water, the wink of Stella that's running out. Let's get one that isn't running out. Totally put my shoulder across the camera. There we go. So make myself a nice little glittery paint palette. See, look, that works. So even if you can't see the white all that well, which I can sort of see, you could do this too. Oh. There we go. Creativity, the opportunity to fix errors on camera. It works. I'm making it work. Just don't look. You see, I'm off camera now. And yeah, just keep picking up from your little mini paint palette-y thingy that you've created. Like I say, I'm going to come all the way down to what will appear on the sides, or most of it anyway. I think have I got them all, most of them? There we go. It works. That'll do. Oh, no, wrong way. There we go. Let me just clean that off over here. Right. So I'm going to get a little bit of tear and tape along here. Oh. Did not peel that off very well. There we go. And then I'm going to fold that round and stick it down. And I now know that this is my top and my bottom here. So I have got my double oval punch, and I'm going to use these score lines here and here as my guide. And I'm not going to go quite halfway with the oval. So it's not halfway. Halfway would be there. So a little bit less than that. Fire one up in the air. Okay, that's one side, and then I'm going to come round and do the other side, and again, not quite halfway. Fire that up in the air, and if I had another dozen candles, I'd put them inside, but I don't. So we're just going to seal up that side. I really don't have another 12. I don't know what I've got, but it's not 12. Well, maybe it's 12. 2, 3, 4. Oh, maybe I have. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, look, that's a random plastic one. 11. Oh, can I do this? 12 with a random plastic one. I want 12 metal ones. Would you look at that? I've managed to find 12 in my inspiration drawers. So you stack them in threes. So, oh look, no, I've got a deep one there. So 3 again. Why are they not fitting? I don't think they're stacking properly. Anyway, we can see that there's 12 in there. You can see they're towers of 3. Right. Close it up like that. Like I say, it's not sealed. So I'm going to get my, what's this called? Iridescent trim. And I'm going to go around once and then twice. Totally wibbly bow. And then just position it all. So I've got my crisscross on the back, on the bottom, and I didn't want it on the bottom. I wanted it crisscrossing up here. Spend 20 minutes. Oh look, I've really crisscrossed it the wrong way now. Spend 20 minutes sorting out your alignment of your bow. There we go. This is now, the bow is sitting on top. Badly. And that is how you make a box for a dozen, apparently. Yeah, why are some of these deeper than others? Definitely the supermarket ones. That's about a hair of a millimetre, but it's enough to make a difference. So it's supermarket ones. Anyway, that's how you make a mistletoe gift box. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.